Well, it's Sunday morning, and I am continuing to drink my delicious Monster Energy drink.
You sound like you're sponsored, and it sickens me.
I did the same thing with the Kirby Let's Play.
God damn it, Carter.
It's the same drink. I've been drinking it for a day.
Okay.
Apparently. No, I
have
haven't.
to go into Eden.
You're going into yourself?
You do that every Thursday.
No, we go into a school every Thursday.
That was a funny sex joke. Haha.
You didn't get my Shin Megami Tensei reference?
Hey, we've only done one episode of it.
That's true. So, still...
Yeah, and we also still have to test the thing that I had mentioned to you.
I also just realized that you're, like... That those are supposed to be you.
Me and Arata. Yeah. We're infiltrating Eden. I'm playing another JRPG right now.
Do you want to explain why? Well, okay. Well, first I'll say it's because we have to. But...
Oh, no, I meant, like, just in life. I'm playing another JRPG.
Well, I was going to say what you were doing before this.
So, Carter got sick of hearing the P5R music. And, oh, by the way, there's a whole bunch of flashbacks to when they were kids, but you don't, like, see their faces. It's kind of weird. It'll make more sense later in the story, or I can just spoil it at some point, which I probably will.
I think when it starts coming up in the cutscenes, then we talk about it. But
okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, Carter got sick of all the P5R music because I was 100% in the game.
Which by the way, you got me all the PlayStation achievements for it, which
yes, I did.
I didn't realize. I was like, oh, goddamn, that's okay, cool.
Yeah.
But yeah, anyways.
That's the kind of person I am. But yeah, Carter was getting sick of the music, so I was like, okay, I'll play a different JRPG.
I wasn't getting sick of the music. The Persona 5 music's really good.
You're getting sick of something, right?
I was just getting sick of watching you play the same things over and over and over again.
Watching me grind?
Yes. Because there's every person has a different taste in video games.
I like grinding.
You like grinding. I like more of the creative outputs, I guess.
Or just killing a whole bunch of enemies at once.
Or taking out my aggression on faceless soldiers in Dynasty Warriors. Those are the two parameters I have. So
I didn't even realize I had a Clockmon on my team. Nice. Okay.
Yeah, you have Vince Russo. Is it actually Vince Russo? I think it is. Yes, it is.
Yeah, no, I have Clockmon.
Oh, why do you have Clockmon?
I don't know why I have Clockmon.
God, get out of here, fucking weird pantsless man.
But,
God,
yeah, so Carter was getting sick of P5R. So I'm like, fine, I'll play a different JRPG, but, turns out the only other JRPGs we have that aren't in storage are other Persona games.
And Shin Megami Tensei Nocturne.
Okay, but I've already been through with you. I'm not playing Nocturne until the remake comes out.
I know. Hey, bro, I'm gonna fart. Dude, you have a fucking penis under that beard?
You stop that. I'm telling a story
anyway,
right now.
Continue.
Yeah, so I started playing P4. I've actually never played P4 before. I played Innocent Sin, I've played P3, I've played P5 and P5R, and I played PQ.
And I've played P4 Golden, I played P5, played P5R, I've played Nocturne.
How many of those have you beaten?
I've beaten P4 Golden. But yeah.
Okay, because I've also played a bunch of SMT games, which I have all beaten, and in terms of the Persona games, the only one that I have yet to beat is what I've started now, Persona 4.
Yeah. And I will say that Persona 4, there's a lot of things that are really flawed in that game.
So, in Persona 3 and Persona 4, when you run into shadows and you attack them, it's, the same kind of thing that you do, except, it's kind of easier to do it in P3, and they made it, stupid hard in P4 for whatever reason.
They fixed it in P4 Golden, but in P4 it's ridiculous. The hit detection for, to hit an enemy to go into the battle with it is stupid. And the enemy can be right in front of you, but will still, like, get the first attack somehow. It's stupid.
Which is essentially happened, like, every time. So that's frustrating me. Another thing that's frustrating me is the fact that, like, the Yukiko boss fight is kind of...
It's ridiculous.
It's like you don't get much buffs or debuffs. Like I'm technically overleveled. I looked it up.
Yeah.
I'm overleveled for this fight. I have barely any buffs or debuffs. And one of the main units I have is weak to fire, which is what most of... I'm not even fucking paying attention right now. I'm so upset.
So yeah, one of the main units that you have, which is Chie, she's weak to fire. And then, so that automatically, if she gets hit with a fire attack, fucking Yukio gets another turn. And then on top of that, she summons the Prince, who the Prince has a whole bunch of buffs, and he's weak to ice.
But only half the time.
But Yukiko can buff his ice resistance. And he also has a move that I saw he only really targeted Yosuke with it. The thing that gave Yosuke fear.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, I'm not doing well. Okay, also, I'm not doing well because I de-digivolved all my really good Digimon.
Yeah. See, I've started to realize that the way that you play... the way that you play JRPGs, it doesn't really work with the format that we're doing.
Nope.
So, this is going to be hard.
Yeah.
You're making this extra hard on yourself by doing this.
Yeah.
Spiral Sword.
I also just like making things hard on myself.
I don't have that same mindset. I don't like that, because that's how my anger issues developed.
I feel like they developed with other means. I feel like it's like some sort of repressed trauma that you take out on difficult video games.
I mean, a lot of stuff happened. Hard video games do not help.
Nope.
So that's why I don't like playing on harder difficulties, because I don't want to get myself angry.
My thing with harder difficulties is that, like, it's not that they make the game, like, so fucking hard I can't play it. It's like the game is unenjoyable. Like, there's ways to make a game hard but still enjoyable, which is, like, the way I play games. Yeah.
We also don't play the same kind of games.
Yeah, we don't play the same kind of games.
I played a lot of, like, normie games on top of, like, some JRPGs.
I play niche games. My games are...
Yeah.
Like, the only reason I'm playing Persona games right now is because we have them.
Yeah.
But, like...
you've seen all the games that I've downloaded in the backlog. Like, which are 90% of them are probably going to be games that I'm going to be playing. Except for, like, Bully.
Yeah. Because I'm playing Bully.
But most of them I downloaded because they were free.
Yeah.
So... But... Yeah.
And then you see, like, my earliest childhood memory has to do with a bullet hell.
Yeah.
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 Yeah, so, my earliest childhood memory is me playing this game called Axelay on the SNES, which is a great game. I highly recommend it. But it's also a bullet hell that was made in the 90s.
Yep.
By Konami.
Yep.
So...
It's hard. It looks ridiculous. You should play that for the channel. Or is that one that you want to stream instead?
I think that's one that I'd want to stream instead.
Yeah.
I also I feel like it's one of those games where it's like, it's so near and dear to me that I would rather let people play it for themselves and experience it for themselves.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, he's a full hacker, but...
Like, Roadkill is another one, which has a great fucking soundtrack, by the way.
Which you showed to me, and I was immediately like, is that fucking Laura Bailey?
Yeah.
That's the thing, like, now, where...
You're always, like, looking
I'm
for the English
always
voice
listening
actors.
to... I really should try to do some kind of thing in voice acting.
Okay,
like,
and...
I should try to practice it and try to get, like, some classes in it. Because, like, I focus on voice acting a lot.
So, like, if you're gonna get into voice... We've had this conversation many
Yes,
times,
we've had
Carter.
this a lot.
If you're gonna get into voice acting, you have to take regular acting classes. Because, like, voice acting is a step above regular acting. If you take acting classes and it's, like, you find it's not your thing, you're not gonna succeed, like, as a voice actor. If you take acting classes and you learn, like... oh, you underact and, like, you're not learning how to act properly, or you learn that you overact, then you're not going to succeed. Where the hell am I supposed to go? Okay. This is where I'm supposed to go. What was I saying? Yeah, Roadkill. It's a great game. Great soundtrack. It's actually dad rock.
Oh, yeah.
The only dad rock songs I'll listen to.
Which is Judas Priest.
So much. I love Judas Priest.
Oh, no. I feel like this fight's... Oh, wait, you've got Arata on your side.
Yeah, so it'll be fine. But, yeah, and then there's also Road Trip Vacation 2012, which is a niche game, but, like, everyone should play it. It's essentially a parody of Twisted Metal.
Okay.
Yeah, it's like the end of the world. Yes, there's an actual plot. It's like the end of the world, and, right now, alien tourism is a really big thing. So you work with this tourism company, and you're supposed to, like, get these alien tourists and take them on a tour of America. But, like, there's also a whole bunch of other people that are working for your company that are trying to get this. So they, like, try to kill you, a la Twisted Metal.
I was gonna say, it was starting to sound like Crazy Taxi meets Twisted Metal.
Kinda, except I think it was before. I need to look it up if it was before Crazy Taxi.
Do you want me to move about here for you?
No, don't touch it.
Well,
Okay, Crazy Taxi, 1999. Remember that year.
1999, great year, Prince.
Rogue Trip, 1998.
Okay. Wonder if fucking Crazy Taxi took some of that for inspiration.
Yeah.
We may never know.
We may never know. But yeah, the soundtrack to Rogue Trip Vacation 2012 is ska.
Oh, I wonder why you like it.
It was all done by the Mighty Mighty Boss Tones.
Unlock code pattern red okay.
Red okay.
Red's pretty okay.
That's what my ground loans color is. Yeah, I'm playing Persona. It kind of sucks, but, like, I'm dealing with it. And also the controller kind of sucks ass. Bless you.
Excuse me.
You want to talk about the controller while I do this, like, puzzle thing?
Oh my god. So the controller is a third-party controller. I wonder if I can look at the controller right now.
It's plugged in.
So it's a third-party controller.
It doesn't really hold a charge.
It's made in China.
Most things are, though.
Yeah, that's true. But, like, it's the reason I got it was because I was gonna use it for online play back when I was in high school.
It's got, like, a keyboard on it.
Yeah, it's got a keyboard on it, which takes up like 90% of the fucking facing of the controller.
Kind of, like, makes things feel crowded.
Plus the buttons don't feel that good.
No, I find I have to, like, press really hard on the buttons.
Yeah, and then you also mentioned the problem with the control pad. Would you want to talk about that?
No, you talk about that. It upsets me too much.
So the control pad has been used a lot, or it has not been used in over 10 years. It's one or the other. I'm not sure which. I haven't really used my PS3 that often because I had a 360, which I used as my main gaming system. So I've had like these PS3 controllers in storage, or just like sitting around my room.
Collecting dust.
Yeah, essentially collecting dust. And you know, when controllers are sitting around, they're not being used, they can malfunction, or you know, stuff can happen to the buttons and shit like that. So sometimes if you press on the control pad, I believe you said it was the down button on the control pad?
Any of the buttons.
If you press it hard enough,
It's not even if you press it hard enough. It's even if I touch it lightly, it'll do it.
It'll hit it like 3 times instead of 1.
Yeah.
Which for a game where you have to choose specific commands can really fuck up like a battle quickly. Especially in something like Persona where every move counts.
Especially in a boss battle where you're over-leveled to try to compensate for the fucking controller.
Yeah, so we have to get a new PS3 controller.
Yes.
I have an actual, like, official PS3 controller, but I don't know where the cable is.
Probably in storage.
Yeah, it's in storage. So. Which, by the way, I'm a little worried with the storage, now that I think about it.
How come?
Because, remember, we got the I was about to call it Teddy and me. The Build-A-Bear.
Yeah. The boxes?
Yeah, the boxes were open when I put them in storage on the sides. They had the big holes in them.
Yeah.
I put the N64 games in there.
They should be fine.
With the big airy holes in there?
Yeah, so what you do is you get a can of compressed air. You either get a can of compressed air or you get a Q-tip with rubbing alcohol. The rubbing alcohol is the best thing to use.
Yeah, I'm
Ted
mainly...
taught me that.
Huh?
Ted taught me that.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm mainly worried about my N64 games.
Yeah.
Like, every other game in there is in a case, but the N64 games are not. And I have, like, Snowboard Kids 2, one of the most rare N64 games out there. Pokemon Puzzle League, which is one of my favorites. A whole bunch of, like, if you're an N64 fan, you should have these games, like Super Mario 64, Banjo-Kazooie.
I miss my Conker's Bed for a Day.
I actually don't have that one. That's like one of the only N64 games that I don't have.
I used to have it, but I had to sell it to make rent.
Yeah.
Yeah,
that sucks.
I had to sell that and Smash 64.
Yeah, that sucks. That's another one I also have, Smash 64. I have both Legend of Zeldas, Ocarina of Time, and Majora's Mask. I have the special, version of Majora's Mask, the cartridge.
Nice.
The gold cartridge with the holographic front. That's a rare one. Also the special version of Pokemon Stadium 2, which has it's like a dual-plated thing.
Yeah.
Where the front half is gold, the back half is silver. I have Rayman 2, which is a weird one by comparison. Because, like, most of the cartridges are all, like, gray or... Well, mostly just gray. But, say there was, like, a Spider-Man game that was red. Some of the games will be gold. Like,
There's a blue game, right?
I forget what the blue game is. I don't think I have the blue game. But Rayman is green. And it's the only one in the library that's green. And I don't know why. So
That's so strange.
it looks cool because it stands out, but God damn it, Nipples.
Nipples the enchilada, how dare you?
But yeah. So yeah, all of my N64 games are in storage, and I'm a little worried about how they're gonna, after like what, 6 months that they're gonna be in there for?
They'll be fine. They'll be fine.
Hopefully. Because I've had them since I was a kid, so they are already like pretty old.
If anything, we can talk to Ted about like how to repair them and stuff.
Yeah.
Because like he knows this kind of stuff. He knows where to go.
Yeah. He knows like what to use it for, like what to use on them.
Not just that, like if the actual cartridge is damaged, where to go to repair it.
Yeah. Do you remember which sides needed which color?
No, but I can double check.
Sure.
When it is time.
God. Alright, Arata, fucking do your shit.
Do your hacking stuff.
Do your hacking shit.
And you see how I'm not getting any of those item cubes? It's because I don't give a fuck.
You just don't care anymore?
I just don't care.
You've had quite a day already, so...
I made us breakfast.
Unless one of them has a memory up.
get so many memory ups, like...
That's true.
Okay.
But that's me being the perfectionist. Like, me in my mind, I'd be like, I need to get all of these.
I mean, normally that's how I am. I have to inspect every little fucking detail.
Mm-hmm.
But, yeah.
That's a blessing and a curse.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Oh my god. Fucking giant bees.
I think it's Waspmon?
Waspmon. It should say it. Waspmon and Stingmon. Yeah. Smile Bomber. I'm Danny DeVito.
You want to talk about the corn I made yesterday?
Ooh, elote. So,
So, if you don't know what elote is, it's Mexican street corn. And it's normally crema.
It's meant to be on the cob, isn't it?
You can do it on the cob or like in a bowl. So like to make it, you like toast some corn, and then you smother it in crema. And if you don't have crema, you can use sour cream, but that's like kind of sacrilege. But that's like the best we can do with where we are.
Yeah.
And then you're supposed to cover it in like this one specific Mexican cheese. Again, we use Parmesan, a little sacrilege, but we're working with what we got.
Yeah.
And yeah, but we changed it a little.
And then we crushed up some...
we also added queso.
And we crushed up some Cheetos.
Yes.
Jalapeno Cheetos. Which, by the way, we came up with all this sober.
It's not that we came up with it. This is like a thing.
Well, we decided to make this sober.
Because we had 10 cobs of corn in the fridge.
Yes, that was the thing.
Yeah.
Now, the reason I'm saying that is because after we prepared it, then we got high and then we ate it. So...
There's still so much corn left.
Yeah, which we're bringing to friends today.
Yes.
So.
I hope they enjoy the corn. Speaking of corn, can I have some Cheetos?
The dust?
No, just the actual Cheetos.
Oh, the bag.
Yeah. I'm going to take off my house coat to eat Cheetos. I don't want to get Cheeto dust on it.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. I'm not denying that.
Yeah, Cheetos.
Taya.
They're cheddar jalapeno.
Yeah.
Because the Flamin' Hot would have killed Cutter's mom.
Oh, yeah. Well, even then, when I topped... we gave some to my mom, and she does not like spice at all. I always make the joke that she thinks pepper is too spicy. Which, there's been times where she has thought pepper is too spicy. But... We crushed up some of the Cheetos, put it in a bag so we can kind of just like pour a bit on the elote.
Keep it crunchy, not soggy.
My mom takes a bite, and just like I thought, she immediately starts doing the thing where she's like waving her hand in front of her mouth like it's too hot, and I'm like, yep, I told you, you're gonna find it too spicy. But she ate the rest of it, so.
That's good.
I'm glad, so. My mom is also getting into wrestling.
Yeah, that's fun.
Which is really funny. So every time we watch AEW, and every time we order the pay-per-view, she sits and watches it with us. So she's actually gotten invested in some of the wrestlers, specifically Orange Cassidy. Oh, there's an eater.
She likes Orange Cassidy. She doesn't like FTR. She thinks Adam Page is cute.
And she yells at the screen for... he yells at the screen when they start cheating.
Yep.
Now the point is...
It's super cute.
It's very adorable. But the point of this is... when my mom and my stepdad go to this bar where like they do karaoke with a whole bunch of their bar friends. And my mom was telling me that there's one person there who is also like a huge wrestling fan, and they started talking to each other about the All Out pay-per-view that just happened, and I was just like, oh, that's adorable. My mom's talking about wrestling outside of just us. Like, oh, so. This is why everyone should watch AEW.
Not the other one.
Yeah.
Fuck the other one. I like Miro.
Oh yeah, he hasn't even had a match yet.
Nope.
But he's a very likable guy.
Yeah.
He got the fucking shaft in WWE. Like he's on Twitch right now, but he's also going to be wrestling for AEW. And when he was in WWE, he went as Rusev. Billed as being from Bulgaria, which I think he actually is from Bulgaria.
Yeah, he is.
But yeah, he tried to pitch so many ideas for his character in WWE, and they would shoot every one of them down. Up to the point where he actually was starting to get his own gimmick over.
Yeah.
With the crowd. Like, everyone was, like, cheering him, and I don't know if you ever heard about it, Rusev Day?
Yeah.
Yeah. It was him and one other wrestler named Aiden English who would kind of, like, announce him to the ring.
Yeah.
And it was supposed to be a playoff of New Day.
Yeah.
But it got so massively over. And it was no one else's idea but theirs. And WWE was like, no. And they kind of just, like, killed the gimmick. So he's had so much resentment to WWE for what he calls, like, this glass ceiling that's been over his head the whole time.
Yeah.
So I'm really looking forward to seeing what he does in AEW. From the looks of it, they're probably going to be just starting him in, like, a mid-card feud. Because they introduced him as the best man to Kip Sabian for his wedding. Which, they're billing him as the best man now. Which, it's actually not that bad of a moniker.
Yeah.
I'm just wondering, like, what they're gonna do with him. So. Anyway, that's the wrestling portion of our TED Talk. Anyway,
we should talk more about wrestling.
We should do, like, a wrestling...
I'm doing really bad right now, so let's talk more about wrestling.
This fucking thing is tough.
And all my strong Digimon I de-digivolved. I'm a dumb bitch. Talk about Cutler and Avalon.
Ooh, okay, yeah. So Brandon Cutler.
His gimmick is he really likes D&D, but it's not actually a gimmick because he just really likes D&D.
So here's the thing. I love the fact that the D&D community and the wrestling community are starting to overlap in, like, small, like, instances.
Small instances.
Not much. Like, I gotta say,
a fucking wrestler who rolls a D20 before his matches, like...
Yeah, one guy who started the D&D gimmick, and now he's, like, slowly bringing everyone else into it. So, Brandon Cutler is a huge fan of Critical Role, and he's a huge wrestling guy.
Well, he's a wrestler.
Yeah, he's a wrestler. Like, that's what I'm trying to say. So, he... From what I heard, he was wrestling a lot when he was younger, and then he stopped for a couple years, and then he got back into it more recently, like in the past 3 or 4 years.
Yeah.
But on top of, like, getting back into wrestling, he was, like, close friends with the Young Bucks. And the Young Bucks were essentially getting Brandon to do filming for their show, for Being the Elite, which is their YouTube show.
Which is great.
It's a great show. It's a lot of insider, like, wrestling humor. So, like, if you don't know a lot about the wrestling business, you probably won't think it's as funny, but...
I didn't think it was funny at first. Now it's, like, the funniest shit ever.
But, I didn't realize you just switched out your entire party.
Yeah.
Goddamn. But, so what's funny is that Brandon's been working really hard as both, like, a wrestler and as being, like, a producer, I guess, for BTE. So, Matt and Nick offered him a contract. They offered him 2.
Young Bucks.
Yeah, the Young Bucks. They offered him 2 contracts. 1 to be a wrestler in AEW, and 2 to be a producer full-time for BTE. And then on top of that, he's a fan of Critical Role, and he wants to bring his D&D love to AEW, to TV. So on top of that, he started his own D&D podcast with a number of wrestlers on
One of them
AEW.
being Orange Cassidy.
Yes. So you've got Peter Avalon, who was his tag team partner for a little bit. I don't think they're tag team partners anymore.
No, they're not. They broke up.
Yeah.
He's a librarian.
Yeah, he's the librarian. And then there's also Leva Bates.
There's also the librarian.
There's two librarians. These are their gimmicks. Colt Cabana.
Wait, Colt's on it now?
Yeah, he's on it.
Oh, I didn't even realize.
Yeah. And then the best friends, Chuck Taylor and Trent, and Orange Cassidy. That's the full party. So they've started their own D&D group, and they call it Critical Botch. So there's that.
I like that Orange Cassidy's character is just Orange Cassidy.
Essentially, yeah. But then
He keeps kayfabe.
yeah, that's true. But what we were saying about like Cutler and Avalon being partners before, they were part of a tag team known as the Initiative, which is a play on fucking D&D shit. Oh no, Vince Russo went down. God, he's almost dead.
I know.
He's almost fucking dead. But
I'm done with the Cheetos.
their whole gimmick was that they could not win. They were jobbers, both of them. Sorry, I have to close the bag first. So yeah, they were jobbers. They couldn't win a single match. They still have not won a single match at the time of recording this. And they were kind of like competing with each other to see who could win a match first. Neither of them could win. So instead, they decided to team together. So they refer to themselves as the Initiative. And every time they would come out, Brandon would roll a giant D20 to see how the match would go, in a sense. Oh, shut up, Arata. Oh god, what are they saying? Reek totes adorbs?
Rie totes adorbs.
Oh god, is this the fucking green-haired woman?
Yeah.
But yeah, so they still couldn't win after being teamed together. So they just broke up, and now they're going to be having a match on AEW Dark.
Avalon cut a promo.
To see who's going to get their first win. That's what all of this is building up to.
I feel like it's gonna end in a draw. That's happening on Tuesday.
I feel like the best thing to do is to hold out this feud until Full Gear. And then have, like, maybe the pre-show, they settle it there. So.
Yeah. Why am I clipping through my Digimon?
You're always clipping through your Digimon. Remember Waymon? You were, like,
Yeah.
sticking out the top of Waymon's head?
That's true. Your beard looks very nice today.
Oh, thank you. Oh my god.
I had this disgustingly feminine room.
What the fuck? What's with the princess room?
That's Rie's room.
This is the bitch, right? Green hair,
Yep,
orange
yep.
dress.
Yeah, now I gotta look through her bras.
What the fuck? This is so weird.
It's super fucking weird. This makes me super uncomfortable.
Also with the weird alien music, it makes it extra creepy.
Yeah. It's so weird. Also, I'm so excited for wrestling on Tuesday.
Oh god, eaters are just showing up all over the place.
Everyone's gonna die. I got your head.
Yes, you do. Oh. You don't have to do another fight, do you?
I hope not.
Yeah, because you were at 35 minutes, so I don't think... Yeah. Oh. Oh no.
It's a standoff.
Oh god, that's tickling me.
Carter doesn't like having his neck touched.
Yeah. There's a lot of parts of my body which like I'm kind of like meh.
Yeah. Here, I'll touch your face.
Yeah,
you like
fine.
that, right?
That's normal. That's normal. Just bring your hand up and down the front of my face.
It's just a thing I do. I'm gonna braid your chest.
No. OMG.
Carter, you're shedding. Do you want it back?
No, I'm fine.
Okay. I hate her voice.
Oh god,
I hate
Sweeto.
Sweeto too. He's just annoying.
We still can't give out the spoilers yet.
Yeah.
I want to wait until they reveal it themselves. Because I know I know stuff. I was about to fucking reveal a spoiler right there.
Yeah.
God damn.
Don't spoil the fucking game, Carter.
Hey, you said you were going to spoil it. And I told you not to, so. Oh yeah, Sweeto looked through the camera and that was like, yeah, you noticed us, right? I'm pretty sure that's it.
Yeah.
Yep, you're back. Okay.
I just need to get through this cutscene.
Talking.
Maybe try digivolving some Digimons.
Yeah, that
Some Digimon.
Oh my god.
Good morning.
Oh, look at this little ball of energy.
Good morning.
Oh my god.
How do you just have so much energy when you first wake up?
Haley just woke up.
It's
Hey,
for
Haley.
Puppy. Good morning, puppy.
You wondering what's going on? I think she may have to do business.
Yeah.
So,
I don't have to digivolve my Digimons. We can just finish after this cutscene.
Well, no, you can still see. She looks like she can be patient. So,
Yeah, okay.
if you want to do some dig evolving,
Now I'll just digivolve next time. What about the baby?
you're gonna finish up this coot sign with Chini,
Genie.
Kyoki, Erida,
No,
and
we got
Yu-Gi-Oh! Right?
Yu-Gi-Oh!
Right? Those are all the characters.
I thought we were gonna give them all the whitest names possible.
Yeah, so we've got Charles, you got Aaron, Yuri, and Caitlin. Those are the 4 characters.
But it's Caitlin spelled Kviiilyn.
God, not this shit again. And then, what's her face? Noreen. See, those are all the characters. Those are all the...
Oh my god, look, it's a save point. It's an automatic save.
And then there's Ty, and Matt, and...
I love you all, bye.
See ya.